So we are changing the RAV4 2011 oil, and as you can see, I took this plug out. I don't know if you can see it. I took this plug out. It's a 14 millimeter and it's draining right now. And the next thing after this stops is the oil cartridge that we need to open from the side over here. It is on the left side of the car, or if you're facing the front, is on the left. Or if you're thinking of it, it's in the vicinity of the passenger, front passenger, toward the wheels, between I guess between the wheels. All right, so this might take about 5 minutes to drain. So I just got this part from Toyota, 64 millimeter, the oil filter range, and it fits all sorts of vehicles, Toyota models. So you open this housing, and then you'll see a cartridge in here, and there's instruction on this. What it looks like is a cartridge and a little thing to drain a little bit of extra oil from the cartridge. The two O-rings for the cartridge housing, so that's what they look like, and the actual filter. And I also bought a little washer that you have to put in. There's a little washer there as well. So all genuine Toyota. So I was like to get the genuine parts. And there's instruction on this if you can see how to do this. Let's open this up. Get this out. So this is how this looks like. There is knobs, little knobs on the housing. You need to make sure these meet the knob. And I took this off, which was at the housing, and now I'm going to insert this to get the oil out of the housing for the oil filter. So you take this off and just hold on to it, clean it. It was very dirty. Now I'm going to go in, try to put this in here, squeeze it in, and once I do, a gush of oil will be coming out. Here we go. For some reason I can't plug it in and make it stay, so I just as well just do this. Changing oil is a messy business, and you want to wear gloves so that it doesn't get to you. Okay, I think that's good for now. I'm going to try to get this out. Go. Alright, so I took this housing off. It was not easy to take this out. So this is what it looks like when you take this out, and now we can remove the filter. There's a little bit of oil in there that you can put it back into that bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this and put the filter in, and then clean the housing. We also have to replace these O-rings, and you have to put them in the right place. There's also an O-ring at the bottom that we have to replace. So I'm going to take this out. There's an O-ring right here at the bottom that we have to replace. Now that O-ring has to be replaced, and this O-ring over here needs to be replaced. So we have two O-rings that we have to put in. So I'm going to get those cleaned up and get it ready to be assembled. Alright, so this is that housing that I just put this in. I'm trying to clean. It's really, really dirty. And this was the thing that they gave us to plug in to get all the oil out. Apparently there is some oil inside in this area that needs to come out, and you're supposed to put this in. And I couldn't press this in. Some of the models that I saw for this, they had a little thread, but this one didn't. And you're supposed to be able to plug this in, but I just couldn't do it under the car. Let's see if I could do it now. I still can't do it. So apparently when you squeeze it, there's a spring inside there that pushes it in and opens up a little area so you can drain it. So I don't know if I can press it. I still have to, oh, here we go. Now it went in. Now I had much better, but I already drained it, so there's really nothing gushing out. So I already drained it. So this thing, this plastic is actually something you can throw away. So now that's gone in, it's kind of tough to get out. So this plastic you put in to get a little bit of the oil that's inside here that they say you got to use, and after that you take it out, and it was really tough to plug it in. So take it out and then disregard it. There's an O-ring under there, so I don't know if I can take it out without splashing oil everywhere. Here we go. Oh, the O-ring came right out. Done cleaning this, and it's really nice and clean, and almost looks like a brand new housing. So what I want to do now is to start assembling this back up. So the first thing to do, so we can see that it's pretty clean. So I'm going to start doing the O-ring for this, which is this little one. This is the O-ring that we're going to do. So that's an O-ring that I'm trying to lubricate. The reason you want to lubricate this is because you're going to be putting some torque on it, and these things would rub against the metal and get damaged. You're better off to lubricate them, and when you put them on and rotate them, the torque doesn't damage it as much. So then this is nicely lubricated. So I'm going to put this back on. So this one goes right in here. So make sure it fits the housing. This is Toyota genuine parts, so you just have to make sure that it goes in and it stays in. And this was cleaned. I cleaned this and I'm going to put it back on. So you have to make sure you don't cross thread anything. Yeah, it just did it fine. So I put the oil filter in here like that. So you gotta push it. There's a spring in here that touches it. So now I'm going to try to put some oil on this. So if I can avoid spilling it everywhere. So I'm going to put some little bit oil on this filter so it has some oil at least. I don't have to fill the whole thing, but at least a little bit of oil all around so the filter has soaked it in. So I guess that's just about right. So this O-ring goes here, and try to not twist it too much. So this O-ring goes over here, and we're going to bring it down to right in here, right there. So we want to make sure that we are right there, right there. So it's at the bottom of the thread, not at the edge of the housing, at the bottom of the thread, and it looks like it's all nice and neatly done. Okay, so let's talk about torque. Torque is what you need to do for rotating something, and is the strength you put in. Put pressure on a rotation. You need to go by the manufacturer's suggested pressure that you need to put in. If you put in too much, you could break everything. The next time you're going to try to do this, you have a tough time getting it open, or cracking housing and all sorts of stuff. And if you don't do it enough, the vibration of the car makes the thing to get loose and rotate. So housing, the rain bolt was a little tiny one, so it doesn't need that much pressure. So 9 feet per pound. Oil housing itself is plastic, so you don't want too much pressure. That's 18 foot-pounds. And the drain plug is 30 foot-pounds. By the way, the drain plug needs a washer, and the old washer stays on. You have to pry it off. So this washer needs to be installed. So I'm going to have to put this washer in. So you have to make sure that it is foot-pound. So when I'm looking at this, this is a foot-pound. And I'm going to make sure this is unlocked. Counterclockwise unlocks it. And unlocking means that it won't change on you. I mean, locking and unlocking won't change on you, or allows you to set it. So let's go down and see what this one runs at. So I see 20 already. I see 15. And we want to go to 10. Here we go. I see 10. So we want to go to 9. So that means I rotate this until I see the 0. So 0 is 10 right there. That's 9. So almost like -1. So I'm going to lock it so it doesn't change. And this is 3/8. So I need a 3/8 thing to do. I need one of these type of extension. And I'm going to go down and tighten it. Go. All right, so this washer was attached to the drain plug, and it was kind of tough to get it out. So brand new one I got is from here. It's actually $1.50 to buy them at the dealership. It's a brand new washer. So I'm going to clean the oil plug. I also bought this from Walmart. Is this Hyper Tough? It's pretty good size to pour the oil. It has a little backslash, and so always use something that makes your job easier rather than harder. So this is what you have to do. You have to put this on, I'm going to go and brand new plug and make sure that this is all clean. So you put this on, and I'm going to go put this on and then torque it to 30 foot-pound for the drain plug, and then we can put oil in the car. So the cap says 5W20 or 0W20, so we're going to put in the 5W20, and I clean that whole area off. I'm going to put this in, but slash away from you. This will start pouring. So give it some time to go down. Again, this is one of those nice funnel that it stays put, it doesn't fall away, and it has a backslash so it doesn't drain. Again, check back on this area to make sure you're not putting too much. Alright, so I'm still I think have time to put in. Alright, that's about enough. Now the oil change is done, and we want to reset the maintenance required. So we're going to put the key in, hold this, and turn the car almost to the on position, and wait a little bit, about, let's say, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's check it to see if the light is gone. Yep, the light is reset now. And now the oil is complete, but we should double check to make sure that there is no leak. So I'm going to leave the car on for a minute or two and check for leaks, and the oil change is complete. So this is a successful oil change. So thank you for watching, and subscribe.